so many times you get home super late from taking the kids around to their activities and sports, or you get home from work really late, and it's just such a pain to get dinner ready because you don't have time, you're tired, you're starving, and that's usually when we make bad choices. That's usually when we're in the pantry picking at food, opening up the fridge, and just making bad choices. So this is a really healthy meal that you and your family can enjoy, and it's gonna take minutes to make. It's one of my favorite and go-tos, and the best part of it is you can make it with leftovers. So this is great to make on a night that you have leftover chicken from another night, or maybe if you think ahead in the week, maybe you can make extra grilled chicken or baked chicken earlier on the week so that you can have for this meal. Okay, this is super healthy. It's got protein and vegetables all in one, and literally it's gonna take minutes. You guys are gonna love this, so let's get right to it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a bowl and we're gonna do about 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Now I always have plain Greek yogurt in the house because there's so many different ways to use it to make dressings and sauces and just add such creaminess to food. So I use it all the time. I love it. Then we're going to also do, so that was about 1 cup. And we're going to do another cup of cottage cheese. Okay. And we are going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Now this is where you can get creative, guys, because remember, there's no rules to cooking. Okay, so if you want to add oregano or basil in here, you can. You can do whatever you want. Onion flakes or onion powder, parsley flakes. So I'm just going to do garlic powder today because remember, I'm really busy. I have 2 kids, a baby, a 4-year-old, and work, and it's just busy. So I just like to make this a low maintenance meal, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to just mix this around. And then I'm going to take some spinach that I steamed. So I steamed this ahead of time, and I drained it really well, and I'm just going to break it up and put it in here. Okay, so just like this. It's really important that you break it up so that you don't get like tons of big chunks of spinach in there. So don't you love this? This is so easy. Okay, so we're going to mix this in right here with this cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, garlic mix, and we are going to layer a little bit of it on the bottom, so about half of it, okay? We're going to spread it, make a thin little layer, just like that. Okay, then we are going to take the chicken, and we're just going to pour it on top. So this is just some leftover chicken that I had from another night. Chopped it up into little cubes like this, super easy. Then I'm going to take this other half of the spinach and cheese mixture. You might have to get a little dirty at this point and kind of use the hands to mix it around, so you kind of can cover it all. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, just so that we feel like we get a little bit of the cheese and spinach all over the place. Once it's in the oven baking, it'll kind of melt all over everything. How delicious does that look? Alright, so I'm just going to clean my hands off, and we are going to top this with just a little bit of shredded cheese. You can use mozzarella or cheddar. I'm using some organic cheddar, and that is it. Now guys, it is good to kind of cut back on dairy in your diet because it is inflammatory, so it is a little harder to burn fat effectively if you have a lot of dairy, but to have just a little bit like this once in a while, it's not going to kill you, and it's going to make you enjoy your food. You don't have to add this top layer if you don't want. You could just leave it with the cottage cheese and Greek yogurt mixture. It's just as good. But maybe your kids will eat this better if it has some yellow cheesy cheese on it, or maybe your husband is a little picky, so he'll eat it with some cheese. So maybe you can leave half of it with cheese and half of it without cheese for yourself. But this is such a delicious dish. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the oven. It's been preheating at 350 degrees, so it may beep at any moment now. I'm going to stick it in there 350 degrees for about 15 minutes, because remember, the chicken is already cooked, so we just want this to get gooey and cheesy and creamy and kind of just mix all together, and it's going to be delicious. We can put this over some brown rice or jasmine rice, or even some quinoa or brown rice couscous, and it is one fantastic mouth-watering meal. You guys have to try this. And please, if you have friends that are trying to eat healthy, share this link with them, email it to them, or share it on Facebook. I'm sure they'll appreciate it and thank you for it. I'm just trying to help everybody eat healthier and actually enjoy it. You don't have to eat bland and boring food in order to get really great results. You can enjoy every single thing you put in your mouth and get really amazing results. There's my timer. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the oven. Guys, before you go, browse around a little more. Invest some time into your health and fitness. You'll find tons of healthy recipes and healthy cooking strategies that will help you maximize your fat loss and get really great results. You also can spend some time browsing around all my workouts and exercises that you can do on your off time. You can do this at home, at the gym. You are going to see amazing results. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys again next week.